So I'm riffing off of Leo Gura's video, Actualize.org's video, 8 unique proofs for God. And then this wasn't one of the individual proofs, but just a facet of what he was talking about. So if you imagine reality as a system, and you imagine that this system, right? Because we observe the limits within the system, like I can't fly as a human being, for example. But anyway, so you imagine that reality is a system, and that this system perhaps has limits, like I just explained one. But now the problem is that if the system is real, then that system is reality, right? I'm sorry, the limit is reality. So then the limit is also a part of reality, which means if reality contains the limit, then reality itself is in control of this limit. It's greater than the limit because it's also a reality. So you have reality as the pie, as you might example, and like limits are like cherries in the pie. But cherries in the pie is still the pie itself. So then what you end up with is a system that, yeah, has limits in it, but is in control of its own limits, which means that it's unlimited because it actually has dominion, as he said in his video, and control over those limits. And this speaks to one of the unique paradoxical structures of reality, in that two things can be true because the system is one whole system. So long as reality has concepts like omnipotence and limits and omnipresence and things like that, so long as those things exist within the system, it still has control over them, which means the thing itself remains unlimited. And I want to take this a step further. Considering that a system like this, like reality, has limits, and the fact that the way it's set up allows it to control its own limits, also signals that the system might also tend towards love, because that means it's actually controlling which limits exist where, which means it's got a sort of precision to it. Which means if love exists even a little bit within this system, then this system also controls what love is and how love is expressed. A new question might be, well, if something like love exists in the system, how does it determine how all that works? And is the system fair? And that's a different question that we can explore. But then fair to who? If the system is one. There's only one.